G'day and welcome to another edition of the BFNL Netball Show. My name's Yeendy, always excited to be with you. I'm joined by Kim Bailey. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks Chris. Another great round of netball, some really close games and some more upsets that we most probably didn't expect. So yeah, it's been great.
Now let's say you managed to get along to a game on the weekend and battle between the top two sides in the competition. Redan and Sunbury, how did that go down?
Yeah, it was a real. I really enjoyed watching the game. Both teams were a little bit undermanned, but they had great replacements in. Sunbury had a whole different shooting contingency in. Nat Billings came in for Chloe Curran because she had VNL commitments, and Ruth Smith was unavailable as well. So Callie Wood came up from, I think Callie hasn't been playing much, has played B grade I think most of the season when she has played. And look, it was a really close game and they did a great job, both teams defensively. Sunbury led virtually the whole game, but Redan kept nipping at the heels. One thing I will say, I think Sunbury are always touted having all these VNL players and they're fantastic. Look, they do have all these VNL players, but Redan are just as good and those girls could play VNL. So when I hear this, it's only because Sunbury's got all the VNL players, that's not the case, because you look at some of those girls, like Emma Inverarity has filled in for Stop and is playing amazingly, and Cassie Peace, and they're just some really good girls that could play that. So it was a really even contest. Monique Clark for Sunbury played a great game, took some really vital intercepts in the last quarter, which made a big difference. And I was really impressed by Sage Bros from Redan, really strong player. I think she's come down somewhere from up the country, I'm not quite sure where. And she was really, really good just in the mid-court and did some great feeds. And young Ash Smith as well played a really good game, and she's playing Sovereigns 19s as well. So it was, really interesting. Ash Hardy had another good day for Sunbury. Kelly went off injured. Kelly Wood in the last, and I think it's Ayla Pera had to drop into goals, so their structure was totally different. But yeah, really, really enjoyable game. Played in great spirit, and I think at the minute these are the two standout teams in the competition.
Certainly put on a good exhibition. One of the key determining facts, though, the shooting percentages, Kim. We saw that Billings, she shot 36 from 40, but Sunbury's shooting percentage was 86%, as opposed to Redan, who shot at 65 at 44 from 68.
Yeah, and that's defensive pressure. Like Nat Billings is very, very tall as well, and he provides that big post underneath where you can just hit it with the ball from virtually anywhere. Where Redan's goalers had to work the ball onto the circle a bit more and couldn't do those long bombs. And look, Emma Inverarity is a fantastic defender. She's also a great shooter, but her preference is in defence. But she's so versatile, you can leave her there. So Liv Jorgensen should come back in next week. She had VNL commitments as well. And look, Ruby Parry was down on her shooting percentages, but it's the workload that Ruby does outside the ring is really good. But that was the difference, really. They actually Redan had more attempts at goals than what Sunbury did. Yeah, so 68 attempts to 55, and it's just that shooting percentage most probably got them over the line. Sensational.
Another big game over the weekend. We saw a bit of an upset. Ballarat 42 defeating East Point 34. Upset the apple cart a little bit.
Yeah, you said to me last week that I'm still got hope for Ballarat. And and I was really pleased to see the result. Not that I wanted East to lose by any means, but I just knew what
the potential that Ballarat had.
Yeah, and they didn't have Kelly Moran either, who's their big tall post. And Hayley Fiddler, we know what a great player Hayley is, and she shot at 84%. So it was a really great effort by them. Katie Lindquist was back in. I'm not sure she had a full game or not, but she's a great player, Katie, and I think that's what they've missed. Got the text from Gary Cook on Saturday Arvo saying, yeah, we won. Loz Atkinson didn't play a full game. She's just coming back from that back injury, but I think she'll be most probably nearly back to full fitness this week, so hopefully she'll get a full game. And Beth Smith for East has been in great form. The couple of games I've seen East play, she's been sensational. But yeah, so congratulations. What is that, an 8-goal win in the end. Big last quarter, which set it up for him and got him the win. And Abby Wiltshire was also good in wing defence and goalkeeper for Ballarat. Look, mathematically they can still make it. It's a tough task for them because they've got to rely on other teams to lose.
And they've got a couple of games outside the top 6.
And I've just had a look at their run home, and it is very, very difficult for them. They come up, I think, Sunbury next week, and I think they might have Redan as well and North in there. So big job for them. But if they're good enough, they can do it. But I think when you're relying on other teams losing, it makes it really hard.
North Ballarat City had a big win over Lake Windaree by 6 goals, 58-52, which was a good game.
Big win, but it's a win.
I think an important win for the
It's not a big
girls.
win. It was, and look, what's the stat that sits out there for you, Chris? If you've got a stat, that's the one. Maddie Salmon, 94%. Got off a plane the day before from Queensland and she comes back and shoots 94%. She's just a magnificent player. They're really... North, there's so much talent. You look at that list and you think, oh my goodness, how are they not in first or second spot? But they've just had that inconsistent season. But, it's the potential that is there that they might, Annie might have them ready to peak at the right time. You never know coming into finals. But I would not write North City off yet by any means. Lakers, that's a pretty good effort. I think they've also been another team that's been a little bit inconsistent. And they were leading right up to three-quarter time. They were 4 goals up at three-quarter time and lost by 6. So that's a 10-goal turnaround. What happened in the last quarter? Don't know. There's just, disappointing to have that big of a turnover in the last quarter. Yeah,
you don't see that in too many games at all in the competition.
No.
A battle between two sides in the top end. Sebas 63 defeating Melton South. We'll just go through the last few relatively quickly.
And let's make an apology here, Chris.
Yeah.
Erin Carlin, although she's a great player, it's pretty hard to shoot 44 from 44 when you're not playing in goals. So, Beck Caldwell, they're your stats.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry, Beck. I love the work you've done, but well, she's had a few accolades this year. The handball,
we just give someone who didn't play in goals, we'll give them the reward. But no, that was a bit of fun. I had a little bit of chuckle, a couple of comments from the Melton South girls.
Thanks for watching. This is great.
People do watch.
It's good to see Sebas get another valuable win against Melton South. The same for Melton South because they do have a quality side when they are up on the go and they can beat anyone. But Sebas going on their merry way.
Yeah, good result for Sebas. They didn't have Melton South didn't have Beck. She had BFNL commitment. So it's still not a bad result. They, what was it? I think it was 22. Look, they would have got a lot closer. But Sebas, again, you just can't pick these teams who's going to win, who's going to lose. But, good win by them. They needed to consolidate.
Back and smash, an 18-goal win over Melton.
Yeah, and that's something that we expected. Melton are struggling, but we'll... good result by Backers. We thought they'd get the win there.
Let's look ahead to this week's big games. 10th place Darley take on 3rd place Sebas.
Yeah, this is a game that Sebas have to win. I get it, we keep saying that, but just consolidate. They're on the same points as Redan, so they'll be looking to try and get this win because there's a big game after that, East Point and Redan. So, we can see some shaping of the ladder this week, maybe. They'll be going for percentage if they could possibly get a big win against Darley. But Darley... they're a really interesting team. They can come out and have some absolute magic performances, and then the next week they can sort of come out and have a shocker. But it mightn't be all their own way, but I think Sebas will get the win this week. Yeah,
definitely. I'm with you on that one. East Point and Redan. This is going to be a fascinating game. A win by Redan opens up a handy break between them and the teams below them. But a win by East Point, it'll put them above Redan. And all of a sudden, we've got that, or I shouldn't say all of a sudden, but we continue that logjam at the top.
Yeah, I think that will, I think that can change. How many games we've got left? We've got, 5 games left. And it can still change every week. I think... East Point's inconsistency is a concern to me. I know Emma Farrell hasn't been playing, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but they'll get Lozzie Atkinson back. But as I said, I've watched Redan last week, and I'm really impressed by what they put out on the court. They'll have Liv Jorgensen back this week and Erin Riley. I just think they'll be too strong.
I'm going to back East Point to bounce back.
It's a big call.
And for the sake of an even ladder as well. I don't want to see that gap open up too much up from second to third. So I think this is going to be an important game for East Point. They wouldn't have liked what happened last week against Ballarat, and they'll bounce back.
Yep.
We've got Lake Windaree and Bacchus Marsh. Battle between 6th and 7th. There is a 6-point gap opening up between the two, but a win by the Bacchus Marsh will carve that margin back to 2.
Yeah, Bacchus have pulled off some pretty good wins this season, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do win, but I just think that when you look at Lakers' team, they have Mel Allen's back in that team, play keeper. She can swing keeper to shooter. I think she's really important to their team. Christy Walsh also played a really good game on the weekend. I'm going Lakers.
I'm going to jump on the Bacchus Marsh bandwagon. I really want to see that race for the top 6 still well and truly alive after this weekend is done and dusted. As we cross to our final game, North Ballarat City in 4th take on Ballarat in 8th.
Yeah, as I said, North are the team that's full of champions. They'll have Sash McDonald back as well this week. She'll become available. I'm not sure if Callum Round will play this week, but they can win without Kelly, as they've shown us last week. But I just think North are going to start to really put it together now and drive home to finals. I'm going to go with North.
I'm going to share your views on that one. Kim, thanks so much for joining us on this week's edition of the BFNL Netball Show. We look forward to catching up with you next week.
No worries.